Hi, welcome to Alaskan in the Philippines, currently in Thailand. Today I thought I'd tell y'all how I'm doing on my all Thai diet. Basically, that's what it is. I haven't cooked here at all in over 2 months since I moved into this place. I don't have any cooking facilities, so I'm kind of at the mercy of the Thai cuisine or whatever I can find to eat around here that's already cooked. And there is fortunately plenty to eat. You really can't walk 10 steps without bumping into some kind of food cart or street food or restaurant anywhere on these streets, so on the main drags anyway. So yeah, I go to whenever there's an open air market like a beer garden or something, there's always going to be a bunch of barbecued chicken, there's always going to be ribs and seafood and fish. They'll have baked fish. You could do pretty good eating. That's kind of what I eat. I alternate, and there'll be like shrimp shish kebabs, and they'll put like meat and some tomatoes and things on a stick and cook it on the grill, and that's always real good and really cheap food too. Lately I've been going to this market on Soy 88 here in Hue Hin, and they have racks of ribs, and they only cost like 230 bahts, like $7, $7.50 maybe, and you get a whole rack of ribs yourself. And they splice it up. They'll give you a salad with it. Bring it out on a board and set it there while you sit and listen to music. There's beer gardens. So usually wherever you find those kind of beer gardens with all the street food vendors, that's where the food's cheap and it's really good. And lately I don't eat much noodles, and I haven't eaten noodles actually for years, but lately I walked by this one Thai shop and there's these fish balls, which aren't that great, but I kind of like them. You get 4 fish balls and this big, thick, stringy, fine Thai noodles. Thai noodles are really good for noodles of any. They're real fine, like angel hair noodles, but they come in a glob, so they're real thick, bunch of them, and they'll come in your soup. Of course, the soup is always real hot and spicy, and they'll throw in some veggies. You can add all the veggies you want, and it was only 50 baht. You can get that 50 baht is only $1.50. And that's what I've been eating for dinner. And I'll get a couple of small fish with that. She deep fries fish. They're already kind of a little pre-salted. Just perfect. And you eat those. They're really good. And so that's a dinner for under $2. And that's what I've had like it was so good after the first night I had to go back again. But boy, I'm just sweating. All the food in Thailand, they don't spice it individually. They usually have a marinade they'll slather on, like the ribs, barbecue sauces and stuff, where they got their mortar and pestle. They'll throw in their spices, usually a bunch of hot chili peppers, garlic, and some greens of other things, some fish paste and shrimp sauce paste, and they'll hammer that up and down, and they'll add that to their soups and stock and stuff. So it's always, you can guarantee it's spicy. I'll go out to eat with my friend here, and I eat squid with her a lot. They have these squids and whole squids. They'll stuff them and slice them up. They're real good. Or squid seafood combo with sea bass and stuff. I try to stick with mostly protein foods, shrimps, seafoods, chickens, meats, fish. I'll get a tilapia sometimes. They roast them right on the coals there. You can watch. They spin them. They're spinning as you go by. And I'll eat those once in a while. In fact, I want to get one of those next. They're pretty good. And they're only at 180 baht. That's about $4, or getting close to $5 or something. So yeah, you get a whole big fish, man. It's good enough for 2 people. I can eat a whole one. I'm a fish eating fool. So I get that sometimes. And shrimps, I'll get shrimp sometimes, peeler and eat shrimps. I like that. So yeah, you can eat pretty good here. Just yesterday I met a guy. He just flew in here from Texas or Oklahoma, one of those two. And he said he'd been on the carnivore diet. He just met me on the beach and recognized me and came up and talked to me. He just got here the day before. And he goes, I've been on the carnivore diet. I just lost 100 pounds. And I was like, really? And yeah, he said he lost 100 pounds before I came, and I asked, how did you do it? He said, carnivore diet. And he'd been walking, and he stuck with a steady carnivore diet. He lost over 100 pounds, he said. I forget exactly how many. It might have been 130 or something, but it was over 100 pounds. I was just shocked. Wow. And I've heard that before. People have done that. So yeah, if you really want to go hardcore, and you got to do it. That's a good way to do it. Personally, I'm on a diet where I do have high blood pressure and stuff, and I'm not in, I probably have high blood sugar, my stuff too. I try to eat one meal a day, not just one. I'll actually an eating window. I won't eat my first meal until at least usually around 5, sometimes 4:30, a little early, but sometimes a little later. Sometimes lately it's been like 6 o'clock. So I've been fasting almost a 24-hour period, or until the next day, and then I'll have an eating window from about 6 or whenever I start eating, 5 or 6, until about I go to bed. I'll eat at about 8. I'll have another snack, usually is what it'll amount to, some more fruit. Things I've been eating too at home. I keep a few snack foods around. You guys probably ain't gonna like this, but peanuts and anchovies. This is one of my favorites, and it's high protein. I know you're thinking fish, but you guys just don't understand. And this is the same thing. Spicy Thai mixed nuts. They throw red peppers and everything, so there's spices and all these. You got to pick them out, or they'll burn you to death. These are spicy fish and mixed nuts again. Anchovies. They're sweet. They got a sweet sugar sesame coating on, if you can see. But they're good. And I've been making my own yogurt. You bought some yogurt, Greek yogurt, and threw a couple tablespoons in some warm milk, hot milk actually, and then just let it sit in the microwave for 8 hours. Voila, put it in the fridge. You got cold yogurt when you go to eat that night. And I've been doing that, mixing some fruit up with it. Blueberries, usually I've been eating blueberries, bananas. I haven't been eating many. I just bought a bunch. They're cheap to buy here. You can get a bunch for like 90 cents. Or even cheaper. To get bananas here is real cheap. Mangoes are real cheap here too. The fruit's real cheap. Pineapple's cheap. So I'll mix up a little fruit in my yogurt, either mango, banana, mostly blueberries. I like a lot of blueberries, so I've been eating blueberries mostly. That's my dessert. I drink green tea in the morning, this matcha. I was corrected by a guy in Thai in Bangkok. I was trying to order a mocha. He's like, and it was green. I was like, a mocha? No, it's matcha. I never heard of a matcha, but this is matcha. And they're good cold. I drink one cold. I go to the market, get it. They mix it with milk. I mix these with milk and whipped cream and honey in the morning, and I have a green hot tea matcha. It's good. And they're healthy for you. Showed lowers your rate of cancer by 25%. By drinking green tea. For those that you didn't know, it was actually a study done on it, that green tea lowers your chances of getting cancer. I don't know why, but they did a study and it actually proven. But anyway, yeah, and that's pretty much my diet. I do eat a piece of cake. Here comes the sirens hauling somebody. But I do eat a piece of cake. They'll have in the 7-Elevens, they have these little heart-shaped chocolate cakes with chocolate on top, frosting. I get one of those usually per day. That's my treat. But I'm also exercising too. I'm walking on the beach. Yesterday I started jogging. Reasons had I had to come up. I had to jog a little ways, and I did it, and it felt good barefoot. I was jogging. My feet have toughened up. I can jog down this pavement now. And I jogged down the road a little ways, and it felt good. And then today I was on the beach, and that felt good when I jogged yesterday. Let's try it again. I usually just walk only. And I tried jogging on the sand, and it was nice right on the seashore. And I didn't go far, maybe a quarter mile, and stopped. And then I jogged again a little later, and it felt good. I'm going to add that to my routine. Instead of walking, I have to walk and walk so many miles to get any benefit. It feels to me, I have to walk 5 miles before I feel good. And I think the jogging is just another step of what I need, and it can hurry up my exercise program too of walking. I don't have to walk so far if I jog, I think. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it felt pretty good. I'm lighter now, so I can do it. And in the sand barefoot, it feels like freedom, really. Butterflies, I can wings, I can fly. But yeah, it's fun. I'm gonna keep doing that. And so far, I guess my takeout food Thai diet is working for me. Like I say, I'm probably borderline diabetic too. I don't know. My feet are a little numb and stuff. I do probably have a little, or it's damage I did to my nerves before this by eating high carb diet. I'm still putting away a lot of carbs, but it's only at one meal, and it's given me time to flush my bloodstream out of the sugar that's in there. That's one thing you gotta, before you can even lose a pound, you have to get rid of the sugar that's in your blood already. You know, you got to burn that sugar to get it out of your system, or you're not going to burn fat. You know, even if you're, that's one way. Why one reason is you cannot exercise your way out of a bad diet, because you always got the sugar in your blood that you're trying to burn off before you burn any fat off. And if you think you're just going to eat and then exercise and it's all going to go away, no, you're just going to break even that day, unless you're fasting longer. And that so far it's working for me. I'm going to keep going. If I can get down to 160, I'm going to see what it feels like. You know, I don't know. I got a couple inches of belly fat and I'm exercising, so I got some muscle too. So it's a good balance so far. But if I drop over tomorrow, you guys know I was full of crap, okay? Well, anyway, I just thought I'd update you on my diet, and only water. I don't drink any sugar drinks. God forbid I don't. I've been drinking some coconut water. I'll have coconut. They're kind of high carb too, and I've been drinking they have boxed coconut water in the 7-Elevens. It tastes like cardboard a little bit. It ain't as good as out of a coconut. But it's high in magnesium and potassium and has the electrolytes you need. And because I'm starting to sweat again a little bit, my activity or whatever, I'm noticing, maybe it's the humidity in the air or not, but I'm starting to get a little perspiration drips coming down again. Or I was totally dry for a few months. It must be that maybe it's getting hotter months are coming, I hear, so we'll see. But anyway, my diet's working good as long as I can find a night market. I haven't been going to restaurants. I do with my Thai friend. We go to a restaurant, but it's always the same one across the street, and it's Thai food. And every time I get seafood, egg rolls, and she gets sushi, and we both eat sushi, so it's always seafood over there. And it's good food. I like the squid and sea bass. I'm eating squid, sea bass, shrimp. Pretty much is what their seafood combo consists of over there. And then the sushi is all the salmon and other stuff. Fish eggs. She likes the fish eggs. We get a couple of those each. The little cups of seaweed with fish eggs in them. They're good. I like them too. But yeah, that's my go-to diet around here. I don't stray much from it. Fried chicken and whatever. That also. Oh, and I also do have McDonald's. Believe it or not, I do have that pretty regular. Double quarter pounder with cheese. That's a half pound of beef. And it's really, beef is good for you. Beef is the food you really need. You can't subsist off pork and chicken alone. You really need to mix some beef in your diet on a regular basis. It's got everything you need. You can subsist off beef alone. And that's one thing I make sure I get. And it's hard to find. And I can't cook anything. I was buying steaks when I could cook, but the Teflon was coming off on the steak from the stupid pan setup they got here, so I gave up on that. And now I ain't eating steaks in restaurants, so that I'm eating burgers, double quarter pounder cheeses, and they're heavy, man. They're a big gut bomb, but it's good for you, and I'm not gaining weight from eating them either, so it's working out for me particularly, since I'm exercising and all that too, maybe. But yeah, it's a load of calories, but it's all meat. The beef ain't putting the calories on you. The bun is. That's the worst. If I take the bun off, it'd be 100% carnivore and good for you then. But it's okay. I can take a few carbs since I'm exercising, burning the blood sugar off of my blood if I can, and then work on a little bit of the belly fat here. If I can keep going on that, I will. Well, anyway, just to lighten you up on what my diet consists of here, since I'm not cooking and it's 100% street food diet. If you look in a lot of my shorts, I post shorts of my food cookout and stuff, and they won't post out in my long videos, but I post a lot of shorts of food. If you look back, you'll see them. Well, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.